everybody. It is I believe it's the 13th today. Thursday the 13th, last day in Las Vegas, and welcome to all of you. I'm going to get in a better position here. Hope you're all kind of in dappled sunlight. Hope you're all having a good day today. Wait a minute for the chat to come in. Make sure you're on live chat. There we go. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Just start out by, if you can hear me, let me get a 77 on the side chat if the signal's coming through good. I've had a little bit of issue the last bit. There we go. Patsy Klein, how are you, honey? Morning to you. How's your day gone today? This Thursday, our last big day in Las Vegas before we push on to points east as the never-ending road trip continues. Hope you're having a good day. I want to start out by first making sure that I thank everybody. It was on another very epic stream last night. Loving your streams. Thank you, Patsy Klein. They have been good. And they are a primary product here on YouTube, not a derivative product. And I'll get into that in a little bit. We're going to talk about thank you for last night, as well as threats. It comes down to the usual, who you're going to meet, who you don't want to meet. We're going to talk about that, independence, and the price of independence on YouTube, okay? And then I'm going to talk about innovation and also embellishers that take particular things and take particular activities on channels and then embellish that to serve their own purpose. The old my theory of, to a person with a hammer, everything is a nail. In other words, if somebody doesn't like you on YouTube, no matter what you do, they're going to find a way to twist it and turn it and try to write a new narrative that hopefully other people will buy into. But the beauty of my stuff is that my streams always stay up. They're always the source documents, as you might say, are always there. Last night was a very epic stream. I'm so glad a lot of people enjoyed that. Thank you, Sandy Callie, for a wonderful, yeah, that's the true analogy of that. Hi, Vicky. To a person with a hammer that doesn't like, they're not going to see anything in a positive light that you do. They will take every opportunity to twist those things for their own narrative. Why the lucky thing, not the lucky, but the purposeful thing I do is all of my stuff is always up there, so everybody can judge accordingly. Hey, Matt and Eric, good morning to you. Handsomest guys on YouTube. Fun night last night. I don't know what time. I guess I cashed out about 2:30 last night. We had the crazy gals and D's and all that sex talk. I could only do that for about a half hour. Hello, Cole. That's what I'm saying, Nicole. You've grown up and you've now achieved independence. You're a primary, what I'm going to call a primary. You're not a derivative channel here on YouTube, and that means a lot. You might hear they're doing pile driving over here. Lucky today, right? But last night was another awesome stream. Let me see if I can move on this side. And I listened to some stuff, Nicole. You've now reached the point where you're doing independent primary content here on YouTube. You're not what I call a derivative channel that's a commentator on it. Not that I don't mind. Yeah, paid for compliance, that's what I'm talking about. The topic of twisting what people do and embellishing stories here. And it's something that you hear on the daily. Check out our abandoned mansion. I will, Matt and Eric, I will. I saw your thumbnail, it looked awesome. But last night was great. Sandy Callie, my wonderful friend from Texas, gave a Woodlawn Cemetery throwdown. Hello, Miss Kitty. Hey, Quinny, how are you? And it's something that Dee and I enjoyed immensely, and we carried out the things that we were supposed to do to the letter, and we found some interesting things too. Some of you were able to see a black widow in real life via the internet. for the first time around the graveyard. Very interesting. Hello, Bella Rose. That's cool. You toured it on your way home from Daytona. Awesome. Bella, how you doing, baby? The lovely Bella Rose in the house. That to me, streams like last night are the ultimate expression of creativity on YouTube, because they achieve several requirements. Number one, they're new and innovative. I could be going around Las Vegas and showing the same old tourist drivel and things, and oh, this is the Stratosphere, this is the Bellagio fountain, but putting up original content that that will stand on its own, that people will enjoy the unseen parts of the city and the stuff. Oh, rain again in New York. Oh, you were scaring me to death. Yeah. You know, the problem with the Black Widow is there were two there when I started, and then there was one. I hope the damn thing didn't jump on me. So, you certainly saw the hourglass of the Black Widow. Yeah, most of us love. That's what I'm saying. People, obviously, numbers don't lie, and when you're generating content with, you have almost 300 people on streams, they're loving the hell out of that, and it proves once again. How you doing? Yeah, it does the job. When you're doing original content like that, you don't have to grab for drama. You don't have to be sitting there bashing people. You don't have to be stalking people, cursing people. You're out there doing your thing. Of course, the heat adds a certain element to it, and it just makes it very, very fulfilling to me to have that on here. Are people going to criticize that? Of course they are. Are they? Is it their right to do so? Of course it is. But as I'll talk about in a couple of minutes. Morning. As I'll talk about in a couple of minutes, embellishing is wrong, and therein lies the problem. Hello, beautiful Mandy. How are you? It's this constant need to embellish and make up false things that is the real hallmark. It's probably what keeps the bottom of YouTube being the bottom of YouTube. Is how petty things become, and how possessive people become of other people on the chat. Good morning, Mark, on the internet and on YouTube in particular. Good morning, Mark Handler. Off to a job. Good luck to you, honey. There you go. Good luck to you. Best of luck to you. Mandy's off to a job interview today. You know, I was listening to another chat today, and I couldn't believe one guy in the side chat, you know, how the story twists of how this guy lost his wrench or whatever. So that's what I'm talking about, embellishing and things like that. Choices. There are a few places I will visit now. I want to be where I can have fun and not do it. That's exactly right. Make your original content. Oh, you went on a paranormal investigation. That's cool. Vicky Victoria, good morning to you. Hello, Fupa Fabulous. Good morning to you. And yeah, I caught that, Nicole. You know, it's you hit the nail on the head. You'll find that people fire up chats and they'll say, I talk about other things, I talk about this and that, but inevitably, when they hear crickets, they'll go for the drama card every single time, saying things like, oh, well, what do you think of what's going on now? And what's, you know, it's all stuff to trigger chats instead of going out there and making some original content, you know. That's great. My mom went to a good one. I might try. That's good, you know. Do some content. So I'm so proud of Nicole for breaking out now and overcoming her own issues that she's had with agoraphobia and going out there and making original content. That's great. Yeah, it's very tough, Nicole, in the UK. It's tough in the UK because you don't have that concept of unlimited data that we have here in the US. So last night was awesome. The numbers continue to bear it out on YouTube, and I'm very proud of that. That's good. Quinny Nicole's stories helping me. Yeah, she can do great. She can rise and be among the greatest content providers on here. and show people new things. I don't know if you all saw what time Dee went to bed. I have no concept. I was in bed about 3 a.m. so last night. How you doing, Connie? Nice to see you. So I want to thank Sandy Callie. I'm getting a great level of support here on the channel and tips going forward. It's really awesome. You know, it creates that virtuous circle that unfortunately pisses some people off. That if you bring content, you will reap rewards. And it's almost like success and people providing a tip sometimes can be a dirty word. I always was off till Dan passed. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, honey. Did not know that. Goldie Khan. I don't know if anybody. I don't know what time Dee went to bed last night, but it was a great stream. It's a very good idea to do. It's going to be our last. I don't know what we're going to do tonight. I think we're supposed to meet Tribe for dinner tonight, so we'll see if that comes off. We'll see. So I was going to say the price of independence. Also, threats here about meeting people, and this is going to happen if you meet. You know, if you invest in in my opinion, if you take threats to real life and expect that you're going to have some kind of higher ground on that, no, you put yourself on the same level as the people that the person or the people that you protest. And that'll always be my opinion. In other words, if you hate somebody, you hate what they're doing, and then you're going to turn around and tell YouTube in general that this is what you must do, and if you do this, this is going to happen. This doesn't boost you up any higher doesn't give you any higher ground on YouTube. You know, and I know specifically where the threats come from. So, you know, it just gets a little, it just starts to get a little out of hand, the whole deal. And I've communicated with one of the parties today that I don't like what's going on. I don't like the behavior. So I'm a little bit up today. I like to think I'm very even-handed in the things that I do and the opinions that I express. You know? But I think, as Nicole found out today, unless you're willing to, you know, continuously talk about stuff, which is people's rights, you know, then you're going to have problems here on YouTube. Be independent. Be an independent person. Be a primary product, not a derivative product. That's an important thing. I want to talk about the moderators too. Some people are spreading the misconception, and it's the usual naysayers and people that are pot stirrers on YouTube about my moderators. My moderators are chosen for a specific reason. They're not chosen because of loyalty. They're chosen because, number one, they enjoy the streams. That's number one. And number two, they have a unique ability to tailor themselves to my chat and not make themselves the show, okay? When my moderators come on, they're not told when they can show up. They're told if there's something else that you want to do it. Don't come to my chat. If if Vinny G's having a chat and it's a topic that interests you, then go to Vinny G's chat. There's no feeling of mine like the ridiculous notion of buying loyalty. It falls under the concept of what I call embellishment here. People will take a good thing and twist that into a bad thing. That's what I call the embellishers here. So my moderators are chosen because, number one, they're not people that are going to engage in their own battles on the side chat. They're strong enough to understand that the stream is not about them, and they're happy to be there in the supportive capacity. I have somebody like Ginger No Soul, who's a new moderator. Mine is absolutely amazing. You know, and I tell Ginger, hey, you know, maybe you could post a few links or a few reviews about the Woodlawn Cemetery. And she's right on that stuff. Yeah, your mod's always on point. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why dozens of people have messaged emailed me asking to be a moderator on the channel, but I don't do things like that. I don't just add people. They have to have a specific person. They have to be an incredibly loyal person, and but they can be independent too, like that Shadow. And I like their independence, and I've always told them, you go, and Oda May will tell you this many times, not many times, a few times. She said, Rosie, I can't, I don't want to be, I don't want to be around, but you'll see her in other chats and things. And I love that. Thank you, Doppel, what is that, Dapton, I can't pronounce that real well. Yeah, Ginger, the favorite redhead. And they love being on the chat. And the other thing about my moderators, less than half choose to be in any kind of program for tipping your mod day and things like that. Okay? Not that there's anything negative about that. They just say, Rosie, hey, you got some other mods on here, share it with them. I don't particularly need it. That's a beautiful thing. Somebody like Juice comes to mind. Juice just wants to be on the chat. Juice is an outstanding moderator. He comes on. He does a wonderful job. He does it, doesn't allow butthurt people to hold sway. He just sticks to what he wants to do. Let's see if you could, if you're in the chat, you could give me a thumbs up. That would really be appreciated if everybody would take a moment. Please hit that thumbs up button here this morning. That would be most appreciated. Thank you. See the numbers rising there. Thank you very much. Show some love. There we go. Thank you. So continuing on with my morning thing here. There's not often I take myself out of my usual flow to address other things on YouTube, mainly because I'm on the road and I don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of hangouts anymore. But if I'm showering, I'm getting in the morning, I'll pop on a stream and things like that. It's also very nice that you recognize them all the time. It's not like everybody that comes in gets a wrench and it all makes, it's all the feel-good factor. And a lot of people do that just so people can type their fingers off without worrying about being timed out, Yeah, thank you very much. So I want to make that clear about the mods that, number one, they do a great job. Number two, there's a lot of people that want to be one on the channel. And number three, there's quite a few of them. The overwhelming majority don't participate in a Tip Your Mod Day. Good morning, Fundy. It's one of the things I call being an innovator on YouTube. There was no Tipping Your Mod Day before I came along. None of that concept. But yet, people that do other streams and stuff will have moderators in the chat, and sometimes they hardly get an acknowledgement or just the joy of, oh, well, you have a wrench, so the power trip should be enough for you. No, bullshit. These people are an integral part of keeping the channel good and on protecting people in the side chats. Like I've always said, I don't care. My mods know, I don't care if, that's it, Sig. Too many issues, too many wrenches can cause havoc. Exactly. Good morning, Sig. You saw that on D's channel. He had a rogue wrench. He had like 55 people wrenched up. One night his chat was so screwed up, he threw his phone down. Yeah, have a great day, honey. His chat was such a mess, he threw his phone down, and he learned a lesson. Keep your number of moderators extremely small on the channel. They have to be your most trusted people that are always going to have your back. It is funny, that's true. It's also it's also very easy to accidentally block people. When you have almost 300 people on a stream and the chat is moving very fast, sometimes you're going to get what's called friendly fire on there, and it happens, and it happens. How you doing, forever friend? Nice to see you. Hey, Cornholio, The other thing I want to say about the mods, Tip Your Mod Day, there was one perennial, I don't want to use the hater, there's one perennial disliker of me and the channel that comes on there and says, whoa, you know, the funds for Tip Your Mod Day should come out of Rosie's pocket. A lot of them do. Last month was a very slimmer month here, the month of May on YouTube. I'm always happy every single month to top up and put a significant contribution in to make sure that these people have something worthwhile in their pocket. But again, the embellishers will never say that, you know? You will never hear that on there, that things will be twisted and turned to cast you in the worst possible light. In other words, being very economical with the truth on YouTube. And that's one of the most harmful things. And Nicole, it's one of the things in listening to your situation on the chat this morning, and I do like the chat host, and I like the, you know, for the most part, the participants. But you'll always find yourself redefining your position all the time because you have to square that up with what other people have heard and believe. Good morning, Dory Lynn. And Mallory would be proud of the independence, exactly. So when you have to constantly fight embellishment on YouTube because there's people in there that are vested in disliking you. You know, it's like the one guy that claimed I got my wrench taken because I felt obligated to be there all the time. It's like total bullshit. It's like total bullshit. I've always told my mods, you be here when I want to be here, and we're still, this particular wrench holder didn't even mention how he fought with the other moderator on the channel and things like that. You know, it's always half the story is put out. And worst of all, how this person begged to have the wrench back. So this disingenuous activity on YouTube, it's like, this is what makes the bottom of YouTube the bottom of YouTube. The constant embellishment. Take care, honey. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That's why being independent is so very good. You know, if people want to take a whack at you or do whatever, so what? You know? As a primary content and an innovator, you have a chance yourself to put your original story out. But don't expect your core of dislikers to ever acknowledge or be realistic about what you're about. That's why I love the fact that my numbers speak for themselves on YouTube. Never had to buy subs, never had to come on here and whine and pull individual people out and bash on them. And I'm very proud of that. The beginning, Kim, was thank you for a wonderful night last night. Very wonderful. Nicole found out today that the go-to thing is always going to be the drama, the drama, the drama. Like I said, people can tell you that they're going to start hangouts and they're going to talk about this topic and that topic. But notice the course of the hangouts. When the crickets come, which they always do, or there's nobody on the stream, because they're not original content creators, they're always going to revert to the drama and discussing the drama. It's just human nature. You know, it's what is and what is. And if you're a content creator, it should be okay. You shouldn't mind that at all. But it's just the people that come onto the side chat and insist on embellishing things that make it miserable, really miserable for so many other people here on YouTube. They'll post their messages and they retract everything. So when the chat replays, it's like they were never there. So they're not willing to stand by the comments that they make. That's what I think is so, you know, that hiding, what I call the hiding in the grass syndrome. I did not see your first comment. Sorry, Fundy. This brightness on this, it is so damn bright today. Here. So that's why I like Nicole's independence. I love Mallory's independence. Fundy doesn't know me anymore. I think Fundy's friggin' brilliant. Yeah, I don't care if people retract. It's like you're putting stuff out there that you don't want people to see later. You know, and then you'll take the high moral ground of talking about, looking down at what other people do on their channels. It just gets kind of ridiculous. grabbing that low-hanging fruit all the time. I mean, it means you have to be creative and do your own thing if you go out there and make your own product and piece by piece build up yourself if you care to. And I acknowledge that some of them don't care to. There's somebody like D who's blasted his channel off 1,000 subs in 1 month. It's pretty damn amazing. So, oh, sorry, I said there was a roach on there. Oh, okay. The good old roaches. The new story of Las Vegas. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, Fundy's a lot of fun to have on the chat. And I think Fundy respects me because we have the give and take here, and I'm not a snowflake when it comes to people being on the chat. So once again, if you take a minute to hit the thumbs up button, I appreciate that. That's why independence is so great, but I'm certainly not going to bow to threats of who I see and who I don't see. But I do take the time to communicate with people, as I did this morning, to one of the active participants in the current drama that I really don't like. I really don't like what's going on right now. So I do speak up and keep very balanced about things. How you doing, Vanessa? In so many ways, it's just ugly. Oh, bummer. Hello, Sandy Callie. Yeah, Sandy, like, bummer. Rosie's still alive today. Thank you, Sandy. I was mentioning to you at the beginning of the chat for the what turned out to be an epic stream and an epic chat last night. Epic live stream event out there. At morning, how are you?
Good. How are you doing
Good.
today?
Epic stream out there at Woodlawn Cemetery, and then later in the shenanigans in the evening on Fremont Street. So much fun. No, last night's chooch is not removed. It's still there, Tom. I don't remove my chooches. Yeah, the Black Widow. Yeah, I checked on it this morning. It has about 3,000 views on it. So, and of course, hope it's cooler. I'm not sure if it's going to be cooler. Last night was highly dangerous. I know climbing a big hill and not being hydrated was terrible. No, I just removed I tried to start a first chat here, and there was some kind of technical glitch, Tom. That's what I removed. Hey, Mr. Sniffles. No, but I'm not surprised that you showed up. Hey, Dark Joker. Yeah, the first stream I had technical problems getting it up. Yeah, last night was good, wasn't it, Dory Lynn? That's the stuff that you can stand by and be proud of, that content. Hey, Ron, how are you, honey? Nice to see you. I don't know where D is. I guess he'll be down. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sniffles. I knew you wouldn't come in and say something positive. Pally, thank you so much, honey, for your wonderful tip for cigars. Thank you, honey, for D and me. Thank you so much. What a wonderful person, Pally out there. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Sniffles knows I look, that I don't look bad anyway. I'm surprised. My knee is really feeling much better today. Much better. I need to lose about 10 pounds. I need to. When are you going to meet up with, I don't know who that is. I don't know who El Barce is. I guess later, what's today, Friday? I would guess later in the week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get into Canada or not. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get into Canada or not. What's wrong with my eyeliner is that I'm a lousy makeup person. That's what's wrong with my eyeliner. It's the shaky hand. Norm F needs help. How you doing, Blake? What's going on? I'm there to offer my help to Norm F. Absolutely. If you need somebody to hump boxes, move shit, and carry stuff, I got a strong back. There you go. Fundy can meet me at the border and snuggle me over. Fundy's at a very beautiful place over on the, I guess that's, is that Nova Scotia out there? I don't ever wear gel nails. Rosie is the worst makeup girl. There you go. That's it, Sandy. I just got to roll with what I have, you know. That's the bottom line. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. That's the bottom line. My makeup regimen is lipstick and a little eyeliner and out the damn door. Out the damn door. Thank you, Goldie Con. I'm close to Nova Scotia, yes. I kind of don't give an exact location. Here comes to Rosie whenever she's in Michigan. He might have to, Dorian. I don't know if he ultimately wants to meet me or whatever down there. There you go. You just don't want to look like a Francis. I love my Francis. Love my Francis. Irritating flies. Yeah, the bite's doing okay. My leg around my ankle bone started turning black, you know. Oh, thank you. It's just trolling by Mr. Sniffles. Meaningless dribble. I'm still dumbfounded how you put eyeliner on with one hand and no mirror. Very shaky, Kim. Very, very shaky. And lots of Maritimers in the void. I was surprised. Really? Really, a lot of Maritimers here. There was a few hater trolls last night. One no one blocked and some cut. Yeah, yeah. That's the other thing about my moderators is they have very light hands on them. It takes a lot to hit the block list here. And if you end up on the block list, it's only going to be something that's unblocked once a week or so when I get the computer out. Otherwise, I got to haul out the computer, set it up. I've been doing everything exclusively on the phone. Lots of bed bugs biting in hotels. I think there always have been. You know? You can meet at Sault Ste. Marie at the lodge. Well, the real drama is I'm still waiting to see if I'm going to probably end up running the border as it is. You have a good time now. Good morning, Kevin Chambers. How are you, my friend? From the great state of Texas. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, just got a message. D-Dub is stirring. The beast is stirring. Let's see. That's good, Mr. Sniffles. You passed your eye test. Mr. Sniffles says, Rosie, I can see your Adam's apple. That's great. That's great. You passed your eye test, Mr. Sniffles. Good for you. I can see you're a dick. Let's see. We have Pride in Toronto on the 23rd. I see your earring. Hey, 180. What's up? How you doing? 180 in the chat. Nice to see you, 180. That's it, Sandy. Sandy certainly gave us an epic stream last night. You know, you certainly gave us an epic stream. Yeah, you can see my Adam's apple. I can see you're a dick. So I guess that makes us even. Give me a special feeling. Sandy's too much. We'll see what pops up in the Great Salt Lake City tomorrow. How you doing, Mark? That's the give and take of YouTube. Yeah, I can see you're dying laughing. It's all good fun. It's all in good fun here. Good morning.
Good morning.
It'll be good. This will be the last night in Vegas. I'll be happy to roll on. Our trip will probably be concluding in Las Vegas too. So I'd like to see Rosie do a pride parade, because I did, Tom Finland, I have some pride parades. Look up Pride Parade Guerneville, you can see it. People take social media a bit too seriously. Well, for a lot of people, it's their life. For mine, it's a good measure of my life. But it takes a lot of strength to be independent and make your own content and not, not get swirled into the current drama. But I certainly do express my opinions about things, as I did with one person this morning. And I think that a person appreciated the honesty and the forthrightness of the expression of my, yay, you're going to be a streamer, yay, yay. I'll work. Let's see, Jeff G, happy birthday, June 19th, Wednesday. That's a good happy birthday. Huckleberry Pie, how are you? Yeah, you can go live. Won't be long. I'll be able to go live on the Rosie McNamara channel, and if you haven't subbed up to that, make sure you do. I think Tucker popped up on a chat this morning, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Pokemon. Let's see. Hello there. How are you? Who is that? Hey, Jolene. How you doing, sweetie? Nice to see you. I think we'll need a pic of Mr. Sniffles is pretty funny. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he was on a chat I heard this morning. I didn't see that part of it. I did not see that particular part of the chat this morning. But he's hanging in there. He's a tough bird. A very tough bird. Certainly had the quotient of bugs down here. Ready for some Rosie Mac, that's it. So I've decided that this will be the final drop-off point too. Book up probably some more days at the end of the tour to finish up in Las Vegas. And then it should be, yeah, I know it's 96 at 10:30 a.m. It's going to be 110. What's for lunch today, Sandy? Well, Jurassic Pork Chop wanted to buy breakfast today, which I thought was very sweet. It'll end up being brunch. I think Dee's trying to get himself together. Did you see the end of last night's stream on it? I'll show you these. One girl was just a knockout that was sitting across the table from me last night. What's the plans for today? Enjoying the stream last night. Just finished watching the last half hour. No problem, Miss Bailey. How are you? Another epic stream. Another epic stream. It's been in the high 90s here in Santa Rosa. Today is a cool down. That's great. Glad to hear it. Band Crush was, weren't they good? Wasn't that good? Wasn't that singer for Crush outstanding? Oh, you've been, hey Celeste, how are you? Working 12-hour shifts. Oh my, wow. That's why Celeste is a hard-working gal. Nice to see you, Celeste. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that band was excellent. That singer for Crush was amazing. Yeah, it's going to be about 20 degrees cooler in Salt Lake, and then hopefully across Nebraska, coming through Wyoming and in Nebraska. I'll probably have to boondock somewhere in thank you, Ms. Bailey. All your streams are epic. I've been watching you and the Missy Jenn both. That's awesome. Have a beautiful day, Bella Rose. Yeah. I forgot today was Thursday with Jen. Salt Lake City can wait. That's fine. Yeah, we'll see Sandy. Sandy's the challenge maker on there. Everybody should tip out Sandy for being a good content originator. Yeah, Crush was awesome. That lead singer gal was amazing. Yeah, the hot gal singing, she was good. She could really bring it. I love female singers that are really strong voiced, like Pink and ones like that. Not much for female torch singer types, but I do love the ones like Pink that can just rattle the chandeliers when they come out. I'm doing good. Doing good. Is D-Dub going with you in a car? He ain't going on his bike. Yeah, he'll be riding shotgun in the van. Lake McNamara is a nice beachside. Beachside Kent off of I-80. Okay, Lake McConaughey. Yeah, how far across Nebraska is that? Thank you, Celeste. As Mr. Sniffle says, you know, Rosie, you look like you put your makeup on with a shotgun. Hello, how you doing, my world OKC? Nice to see you. Fun to see that Serena here being so nice. Waiting for Lee to arrive. Man, it was hot last night. Wasn't it amazing that when we came back into town, down to downtown last night, that when we left it was 104 degrees. How you doing, Marshall? What's going on? When we left Record downtown, it was 104 degrees, and when we came back, it was 96 degrees, and it almost felt like the air conditioning was on. How you doing, Katie? Stopping in to say hi. Henry VIII. Wasn't it funny though? You got back down there. Oh, thank you, my world. Okay, see, thank you. Yeah, Nebraska is a very big state. It's 455 miles across, so I don't think we're going to make Omaha, and I want to make sure I can meet Mark Handler there, say hi to him, and meet up for lunch or something like that. He's been such a wonderful friend of mine for years. Do love my morning cigar. As Johnny Watt says, 60 changes everything. Eat, drink, and be merry. SSI checks are in. Don't forget to. Kim C, that's funny as hell. And Crush was the band with the girl in last night at the end of it last night. She was pretty amazing. And a lot of the wildlife out there on Fremont Street. But if anybody saw. Yeah, I enjoy cigars, Marshall. I figured when I turned 60 and, you know, I'll be 61 next week, I'm going to start just enjoying the finer things in life. I won't be a cigarette smoker, but let's see, Jones Pan said, I'm a child of the corn. Oh, all right, you're a child of the corn. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Mark, as we get closer. It'll probably be like lunchtime, and then after that, go ahead, probably spend a little time in the Omaha area. Probably go check out Warren Buffett, right? See if he wants to be on the live stream. Let's see, Singing Up says, is he a boy? I guess he left before your comment posted singing. Sorry, I guess he left. I guess there was a guy standing behind me.
On the second floor. He's up there right now.
Give Warren a kick, huh? I'm sure there's some cool stuff to do around Omaha. Like that, Sandy. What is printed on your top tank? It says hot Hot August nights. There it is. Hot August nights. Yeah, the tree looks amazing, I know. Yeah, it's an event that they have in Reno every August. They all the collector cars and stuff like that. How you doing?
All right.
You finished up with the pros last night. What time were you done with them?
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't pay attention to time.
It's 3 o'clock when I went out.
Oh, so it's probably like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
The sun wasn't up yet, so I had been 4.
I just finally figured out what their gig was. I'm like, I'm out of here. Local pro action.
Yeah,
I did get a picture of it.
Yeah.
So I'll share it on your stream later.
Well, one dude came out, so he wanted to be on camera, so she was sitting right next to us. I mean, it's like,
there it is.
get a girl.
There it is.
You don't move, all right.
I'm envious. Yeah, Allie, it's been great. Pop your head in and say hi here.
Hey.
There he is. The nighttime swashbuckler of Vegas. That was a hell of a night last night, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's impossible to have a lousy stream here in Vegas. Any Black Widow bites or anything today?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, D got some, there's Marshalls on. I heard D Dub got some taxes for his hotel room. He did. He was trapped outside that night. That was a pretty ugly thing.
Yeah. You have a hotel room and yet you're still gotta get another one?
Yeah, it's the only guy in Las Vegas that has 2 hotel rooms working at one time. I think I'll spend the next hour at the Grand and then go back to the bike.
Take that sample of the pipe.
Everybody said good morning.
Open the shop, please.
Four Scores, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Thank you. Oh, funny code.
Yeah. That's it. So, yeah, pushing on tomorrow's getaway day. So we'll pick up our adventures in Salt Lake. Dee wanted to experience the resort fee. Yeah, the experience fees. Which is kind of ridiculous. The experience fees. It's like I told Dee when gambling became gaming.
Yeah.
Utah, there we go. Are you meeting up with anyone in Salt Lake? I don't think so, Quinny. Yeah, a lot of roaches and black widows too, Marshall. Hell of black widows out there. I got a really good close-up picture of it. Up here in the stream, please take a second to give a thumbs up. I'm asking if you would have time to stop at Palsy Park Prince Homes on your way to Canada. I'm not sure, Jessica. We'll have to see how much on the route it is. Yeah, Celeste, I got a really good close-ups of the Black Widows in the stream last night. Yep, he's on to Utah too. I think the fire ant bite's finally gone down a little bit here. I must be particularly juicy. French rules. Yeah, I think we make a pretty good traveling team. 3 hearts. Yeah, wasn't that funny? Best cryptic message on a stone. 3 hearts together forever. That was pretty cool. Tom Finley. So poetic. Let's see. Yeah, we're dating. So are you guys dating? Yeah. Like, really? He's like, that's my aunt. Sitting next to him. I'll never say that again. all of a sudden that was like a total buzzkill. You know, it's like, oh shit. He was funny. Nice dog. You look sweet to me. Yeah, you look sweet to me. I don't imagine what.
Maybe because I came up to him.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, some of those service dogs are a little,
Protected.
yeah, a little bit.
Here, you look good.
No.
I scared it.
The caption: "Do not stand on my grave and weep. I'm not here. I do not." It's the first verse of a lovely bereavement. I wonder who wrote that. Yeah, it had to be pretty good. I'm going to go about 10 more minutes, then we're going to go explore the voucher. Jurassic Pork Chop dropped a few bucks for breakfast today.
Nice.
For you.
Oh.
To buy me breakfast. Yeah. Got my shepherd going. Yeah, that was crazy. So you looking forward to Salt Lake?
Hmm?
For him, it's a mix. For him, there's no joy in Salt Lake. You know,
No.
after the bus broke down. So glad you're enjoying. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good afternoon, prepping Queen Cash Taz. Yeah, the stream last night was awesome. I want to make sure D sees the core Salt Lake, and then run out to Salt Air on the edge of the Salt Lake there, and show them what this old resort was that people used to go to. You don't want to say swim on Salt Lake because you're swimming in water of such a high salinity. Actually smells like a sewer, the lake out there.
I've never been to the lake out there.
The people thought it was good for your health to,
I know the salt
you know,
and sea was
1880s.
horrible.
Yeah, it's like the Salton Sea, exactly.
Yeah, that place is horrible.
Yeah, breakfast on Jurassic Pork Chops. Yes, we've come a long way. Looking at these eyes, not sure if he sees anything. Right on, Sandy. He was mesmerized by those black widows last night. Man, I fell down too, man. I hit a hole in that park.
Yeah. I had to lift you up. I turned around. Oh shit.
I'm not going to do any buffet reviews. I'm not really a buffet person. Oh, a massive rally in Hong Kong. We're heading out tomorrow morning. Is that Sue? Hi, Sue. How are you? We're heading out tomorrow. Let Dee wake up and get some coffee. And we're going to go about 6 more minutes or so this morning. So, what was your highlight last night?
Crazy dude. Rashid Max
Oh
cousin.
man, yeah, well, this guy's the tractors for like 2 miles. We get on Fremont Street. There's Rashid right down there by the Walgreens. That was funny as hell. So I've been in Salt Lake a few times, so you might have a little different opinion, but we will explore the underbelly of Salt Lake, revisit Dee's worst nightmare of travel. Yeah, thank you, Celeste. And for those of you who don't know, your bus, how many days were you? Overnight or something until they sent another bus?
Well, the first night it broke down, and then they had to send another bus out. It broke down, they sent another bus out to rescue that bus, and then it picked us up. By the time we got to Salt Lake City, it was so late at night, they gave us hotel rooms, and then we stayed the night there until the next afternoon.
Yeah. Quinny said an area in Salt Lake called Sugar House looks interesting. Check it out. Okay. Yeah, ZKR, no worry. Yeah, Salt Lake is interesting. I've been there a few times. Yeah. Safe travels. We'll be following along. Thank you, Sue. I hope you're doing better. Your health. Yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be 20 degrees colder up there than it is here.
That'd be nice.
So, but we will be ultimately ending the journey here too in Salt Lake, in Vegas. So, okay, yeah, Vicky, send me a list and yeah, anything particularly freaky. Yeah, we're gonna visit the Mormon temple. Yeah. No, I never am upset about anything. You'll never see me upset. Like an art district, it says a jumping community. You'll check it out. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Celeste. Eclectic Domestic. You ever get a chance to float? No, I'm not. I don't really want to go out on Salt Lake.
No.
When you come out of there, it's almost impossible. It's so slimy. There's so much alkaline. It's so slimy. It's like you have to work hard to get it off of you. That water, it's so slimy, and the salt content is so high on that. Hey, Levanita, nice to see you. So, really enjoying being. Well, thank you, Cheryl. Okay, Emmett doesn't. The rude people don't bother me. Okay, take care, Dory Lynn. Thanks for being on the stream on the Tabernacle. Yeah, it's interesting when you go in and see the people get confused. On Temple Square, you have a couple very major buildings, and people confuse the Mormon Tabernacle with the big temple. But the temple in Salt Lake, unless you're a Mormon, you're not allowed to go into the temple. Okay, you have to be a Mormon to go in there. But they do have the hall where the Mormon Tabernacle Choir sings, and that's a huge, huge hall. It was originally covered, I think, with buffalo hides or something. It's a very interesting building. It's supposed to be acoustically perfect. They have a person down front that's standing at the podium, no microphone. They can drop a pin and you can hear it in the back of the 300 feet in the back. You can hear the pin drop. So it's like has perfect acoustics. Okay, well maybe they're letting. In my time, you couldn't really go through to you couldn't go into the temple. So I do have a skirt. I also have leggings too. So. I do have a jean skirt. Let's see. I think, yeah, I also have a nice dress with me too. So I will look dressed up. Reaper Man, how you doing? Reaper Man said, hey, Dubs and Rosie.
Hey, Reaper Man.
Nice to see you, Reaper Man. Hope you're doing good, my friend. We got our final 2 minutes. Listen, you can't go to the temple. That's what I thought. It's closed to non-Mormons. Yeah. And they have elders only chamber. Yeah, and then they have a building where they have, like, in the United States, they have like the most extensive 101 in Santa Rosa, yeah. They have like the most extensive genealogical collection in the United States.
Oh wow.
A lot of people go to the library there to do research on their genealogy. So that's a big thing. No, Dee just woke up. So he has that morning look of disgust. Visitor section outside. You have to be temple ready to go inside. Exactly. Yeah, they have the big family history library, and there's a tremendous repository of records in there. So. That's good. You have wonderful museums. We want to explore the non-traditional. I'll dedicate some time just so Dee sees there's a beautiful side to Salt Lake too in the core, and then we'll do our usual shenanigans out on, like he said, there's some really sketch areas like where the Greyhound.
Put me on.
Yeah, like the Motel from Hell or something like that over there. So. I've decided for me, I don't know about Dee, but I've decided to put the green door of the Red Rooster off until the return to, as a finale for when we come back here to, as the final end point for the journeys, at least for this particular swing on the journeys. So
Yeah.
lived there for 20 years. Family is all from Utah. Cool. And yeah. You could use yourself, man, trying to figure out your, yeah, it's not even worth it. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. I think we're supposed to meet Tribe tonight for dinner. I hope that comes off. And then we'll have our final night programming. I'm going to take some of my stuff out of my suitcase and make a hostel bag. I don't like to take all my gear into the hostel. I like to have a little Nike bag with just the crap I need for a couple days in there. So I want to thank you guys for being on the chat this morning. Thank you for supporting Dee and his activities and being very helpful and very supportive. Once again, thanks to all of you who have been supportive of the streams. It has been amazing. With that, much love to you guys and thank you so much. And remember, be positive.